process of making my film introduction, I learned how to use a lot of new technologies. Firstly, I used a Sony camera to film my introduction. I learned how to zoom in and out and how to focus shots to provide them with maximum quality and to make them much more defined. I also learned how to use simple functions such as watching the clip back that you just filmed. I've also become much more familiar with traditional filming conventions such as not letting the actor leave the shot and using the 180-degree rule, both of which are necessary in a film to make it seem much more realistic. I also learned how to use a tripod during making my film. Without the use of a tripod, all the panning shots that I've used would not be as smooth. During the editing process of my film, I learned how to use an Apple Mac and all the different functions it can do, including keyboard shortcuts and how to take screenshots. I then used iMovie to put all the shots together and to make necessary adjustments. I also then had to put diegetic and non-diegetic sound in the film. At first it was difficult to get the beats of the music to match with the shot, however, eventually I managed to do it. The bit where the antagonist, Sophie Riley, is talking proved difficult due to the high background noise. However, I learnt how to minimise the background noise so that her voice could be heard clearly over the rest. I also learnt how to use LiveType, a software where you can make text become animated. I used this for the company logo, Illuminations Production, where I used an effect to make the text seem like it is illuminating. This was difficult at first, but after a few tries I managed to understand how to use it and it looks really good. I also learned how to use Blogger, where now I blog and post all relevant information to my course. I've really enjoyed blogging and it makes me want to do it a lot more in the future. I've learned how to write posts, add pictures, also use HTML to embed videos, slide shares, anything like that, as well as photos, and I'm now a blogger. I also learned how to green screen during the process of making my film. First, it was really difficult with lots of problems involving lighting, discolouring in the shot, and just generally out of focus. However, once we used the right camera and the right lighting, everything was sorted and the animation part looks brilliant. I experimented using Final Cut Express, however I found it really difficult, and to be honest iMovie did just the same job and I found it a lot easier to use. Therefore I didn't actually use it whilst making my film, but I will do soon. Another technology that I used is SurveyMonkey. I sent out a survey to the whole school and received back a massive response. It gave me loads of ideas of what to put into my film, as well as loads of new ideas, as well as who would watch it and what other films are good. Overall, I would say I have learnt a load of new tips whilst making my film. These tips have been from blogging, to editing, to sound issues, to even green screening. They've really helped me and I found them so interesting to do.